What the hell is Saw Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys
That
are from Free Love, man.
What is up, Sauce Nation? It is your boy Hector Flores coming at you with an Astros video, and today's topic is magic numbers. Now, magic numbers is something you're going to see very frequently here in baseball, mainly just because of the mathematics and all that, since baseball is a big math sport. But with that being said, man, I'll explain to you exactly what magic numbers are, and I'll mention some big milestones that are going to come up for the Astros. But before I get to that, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to Sauce Sports TV, like this video, and go in the comment section and tell me how you feel about these numbers and how excited you are for this upcoming postseason, and hoping that the Astros go for a deep October. Now, with all that being said, man, let's go ahead and get going with this video. So, magic numbers is actually really not that complicated. It's a pretty simple number, but it's just a number that's been come up through analytics, just figuring out a certain number that will take to achieve a certain milestone. So for this example, I'm actually going to use an actual number that the Astros are using, and that is the number 2, which is for a playoff position. Now, just because it's 2 does not mean that they have to win 2 games. What that means is that they can either win 2 games, or a team that they're competing against for a playoff position loses 2 games, or Astros win 1 game and the other team loses, hence they clinch a playoff spot. So magic numbers is not very complicated. So let's get started with some of the other numbers that are coming up as far as magic numbers. Alright, so the first number I'm going to talk about is the number to win the division. Like I said, I already mentioned what it takes to qualify for a postseason spot, but we got to talk about also winning the division. The team that we're currently competing with the division, obviously, is the Oakland Athletics. So the magic number for this one is the number 4. That is all that it takes. So like I said, either the Astros win 4 games or Oakland ends up losing some games. They are currently in a series with Kansas City, a team that we just recently played. So it is going to be very interesting to see what happens in that series, as they just lost yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. And obviously, Astros need to take care of business going down their road as well. Alright, the next number is the number to have home field advantage and the ALDS. This is going to be the first round of the playoffs for the Astros, because obviously they're not going to be competing in the wild card if they end up winning the division. So that number for home field advantage for the ALDS, which would be the teams that they're currently on top of their divisions, which would be the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. So that number is the number 7. And like I said, it's going to be competing amongst them. Maybe some of the wild card teams, but they're not really like that far into that as far as they go. But it's definitely the teams that are winning the division. So that is the number. The number for ALDS for home field advantage is the number 7. Alright, so this number is home field advantage for the ALCS. Now, mind you, I'm pretty sure we're going a little too far ahead, because we're, to me, obviously, the goal is right now is to focus on division and then focus on the home field advantages parts. But obviously, you want to know that your team has a very strong case to have a very not easy postseason, because you never know what happens with postseason. But you definitely want to have home field advantage throughout the whole thing. And so the number for home field advantage for the ALCS is number 11. The team that the Astros are competing with is the New York Yankees. You might want to say the Minnesota Twins, but not really. It's been a battle between the Yankees and the Astros this whole season, and I feel like that's how it's going to stay that way. So, like I said, the number is 11 to get complete and total home field advantage for the ALCS. Now, the last number I'm going to talk about is actually smaller than the number for the ALCS, and I'll explain to you why. So this is the number for complete and total home field advantage for the World Series, and that number is 10. The teams that we're competing for that one is the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, the reason why this number is significantly smaller is obviously because we're also competing with the Dodgers, who are kind of been the third team in the battle so far. And like I said, it's the Yankees and us and the Dodgers. So this number is significantly smaller, especially compared to the ALCS, where it's a really closer battle between the Yankees and the Astros, whereas the Dodgers are clear heavy favorites to be the top team in the NL. So that's the reason why the number is actually lower than the ALCS one. So obviously the best way to look at it is if Astros are able to clinch home field advantage for the ALCS, they will then most likely have complete and total home field advantage all throughout the World Series. And so, like I said, that number is 10. So those are the magic numbers for the Houston Astros near the final push of the season. Now, there's only 11 games left, so the Astros have to do their best to take care of their business and hope that, you know, some outside factors come in so they can clinch those positions a little bit earlier than what the magic numbers is. Now, like I said, magic numbers are going to change. I mean, shoot, by the time you're watching this video, the Astros are probably already playing the Rangers. Oakland's probably in their second game with Kansas City. Everybody's playing against everybody, so these numbers are going to change once those results happen. Now, because of that, and if you guys want to keep up with this, there is actually a Twitter account that does all this. So I'm not the one doing all this math. That is way too much math for me, and it's just a lot of work, and it's too much probabilities, and it's a lot of work. Anyways, but there is a Twitter account that does specifically for the Astros, and that is Astros Magic Number. Their Twitter handle is @Astros_MN. It's going to probably pop up right around here, as well as we'll put it on the description down below. So if you guys want to keep up and see what they do, these guys do post every single day. They all constantly update you from the first day of the MLB season all the way down to the last game, which is the World Series. Now, if you actually want to see everything else in baseball, this account also retweets for the MLB Magic Number account, and if you want to follow them as well. So that's all I really got. So all I gotta say is, please subscribe to Saucy Sports TV, as we're trying our best to post as much content as we can for the other Houston teams. And as well, like this video, go into that comment section, tell me what you're excited about this coming not this coming MLB season, this upcoming MLB postseason, as this is now where you're gonna start seeing people watching more baseball, because some people just only care about the playoffs for most sports in general. So, but like I said, man, I've been excited for the season since day one, and we're almost there. 11 games left to go. So other than that, man, chucking up a deuce. Y'all stay saucy.